Namaste friends, I am Jayalakshmi Ravichandran signing in on behalf of Magic Needles. I am here with pattern 6 that I have used for my blanket. In this pattern I have used 3 DCs in each stitch, adjacent stitches, 2 adjacent stitches, and then skipping stitches and placing 2 DCs in adjacent stitches, and so on and so forth. This pattern looks beautiful for variety of projects. It can be used for any project that you like. It can be used for blankets, it can be used for your wearables, etc, etc. For this pattern I have used Hobby Store DK Special Yarn 100% premium acrylic. The color code is 1114 and it is named as Sunshine. As usual, I am ready with my 34 DCs for the sample swatch. In the blanket you will be having 302 stitches, 302 DCs you would have made with this color. The pattern is adjusted within 302 stitches. This pattern requires a multiple of 8 stitches. Okay, so now turn your work. There is no extra chain done here. Pull up a loop, twisted DC here, the very first DC made. Skip 2, make 3 DCs in the next stitch. 1, 2 and 3. Again make 3 DC set in the adjacent one, the next one. Skip 2 and in the next 2 you are going to make 3 DCs. 1, 2 and 3. Done. Now skip 2 and place 1 DC each on next 2 DCs. Here and here. So skip 2, the next you make 1 single DC and the adjacent one more single DC. Skip 2 and make 3 DC cluster in the next 2 DCs, each of the next 2 DCs. 1, 2, 3, again 1, 2, 3. This is the pattern repeat for this row. 3 DC clusters together into adjacent stitches and then skip 2 single DC and 2 adjacent stitches, again skip 2 3 DCs and so on. I shall meet you at the end of this row. I have come to the end of the row. I am left with 5 stitches here. Skip 2, make 2 DCs, 1 DC on each of the next 2 DCs, and to adjust the pattern make 1 last DC on the very last stitch. Turn your work, no extra chains. Place your very first DC on the very first stitch here. Place 3 DCs each on these DCs here, each of these DCs. 1, 2, 3. Again on the next DC, set of 3 DCs. Now skip 2 DCs and in the next one make 1 single DC. Make 1 single DC in the adjacent stitch. Skip 2 and you will be coming to the 2 DC unit, that is single DC, 2 single DC unit, where you will place 3 DCs on each of them. I am working the DCs with yarn under the hook. That gives a beautiful definition to the stitches. So this is done. Now skip to place 1 DC each on the next 2 DCs. So this is the pattern repeat. Again skip 2. So I yarn over, insert a hook into the next DC. I am having my yarn under the hook. I am not taking over the hook, I am taking it under the hook. Over the hook is like this, under the hook is like this. Pull up, 1, 2, 3. Again one more set on the next adjacent stitch here. And continue till the end. I shall meet you at the end. I have come to the end of the row, yarn over and place one. I have placed my last 2 DCs here. Place the last DC on the very last stitch. So this is a 2-row pattern. You repeat these 2 rows to go ahead with the pattern, and once you complete it, you will have to make 1 DC row on top of the stitches here. Place 1 DC each on each of the DCs here. You will be finishing with a nice edging. And for the blanket, you have to make 302 DCs over this, and you will have 302. For example, this is with 34, so this is 6 and 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 4s are 32 plus 2, 34 stitches. So that is the count you have to maintain. Even in the blanket, you will have to maintain 302 stitches. And this is how the pattern develops when you make any project. For the blanket, I just did 1 set of 2-row repeat, and then I finished it off with a DC row. Thank you friends for watching. Have a nice day. I shall be meeting you with pattern 7 in the next video.